I was talking in regard to what my friend here said earlier, that what we are doing is not what Singapore did. And it is true. What Singapore did is not what we are doing. Only that we have borrowed some simple things from them. Affordable housing from Singapore, they do it from a fund called CPF. It's a mandatory saving from the wananchi. In Kenya, we are doing from taxing the people who are working. Actually, for us, it's better.
Honorable member, you should be given chance before you raise the
Information speaker. Niulize kwa lugha sanifu ya Kiswahili. Naona mheshimiwa anazungumza kuhusu ujenzi wa nyumba za bei nafuu kwa raia wote wa Kenya. Kuna swali nauliza hivi. Je, mambo hii ambayo Rais William Ruto anafanya ujenzi wa nyumba kwa raia wote wa Kenya, yaani kwa raia wote, si kwa wale ambao less fortunate, wale wanaishi pale na hawezi lipa hata elfu.
He is assuming that these people will some days they will not be able to pay the rent and they will be removed in those houses. Who will remove them? That is a government project. It means any government that comes in must maintain that project. They may not build new houses, but the houses will remain there. We had these government houses that people have lived in since even before I was born. They have been in those houses. The other project was here in Langata that was initiated by Raila. Raila has died. People are still living in those houses. Has anybody gone there and told them Raila died, so you need to leave? That's a government project. They have the right to stay there. If they at some point they will not be able to pay the rent, then it is the government to negotiate with them on what terms possible they can. So the most important thing, we all agree that the houses are being built. Regardless on how they are being built, when we need them, we agree we need them as the people of Kenya, and they are being built. So the only thing we need to ask, they are being built, people are given the houses, what is the way forward? Or are we going to be removed later when they are built? And that is not going to happen. My friend also again talked about the expressway and the construction of roads that are being done by Ruto today. The expressway here was built on a government-to-government agreement. The Chinese government and Kenyan government. Yes. And it was a form of loan. That we must agree, and it's true. It was a loan that was given to Kenyans. And the government of Kenya said that we are not able to pay this loan directly. Then what we will do, we come into a public PP investment program. That the Chinese will get their money directly from taxing people using the way. So it is us, Kenya, to tell the government that we are able to pay this loan instead of giving Chinese government or Chinese contractor to be putting those levy on the people. Let the government pay. And again, we give example like the Singapore. That was one of the agenda. Foreign investment. They called for foreign investment. Singapore had no resources. They had nothing. They depended on foreign investment, like what we are doing currently. When we wanted, the government wanted to make a foreign investment by another foreign company with the airport. People said Ruto wanted to sell the airport. It is not selling it. You cannot sell a public airport. It's a foreign investment. You bring companies from outside the country to invest in your country, so they make things work. Because we are not able to do them ourselves. For example, go to Mumias. Mumias was failing. It was not working. It was given to a private investor. Mumias currently is working. I come from Migori. Sony Sugar was not working. Currently, it has been handed over to a Muindi. Sony Sugar is working now. So if we are not able to do it ourselves, and foreign investment is all over every country, even the USA, the most powerful country, does it. But the only problem we have with our government is that they don't make this information available for us so that we understand what the government is doing. That is our mistake. That is the only mistake we have. So those roads must be built. Let the roads be built. Then later, like expressway was built, then we can question it later. But we don't tell Ruto not to build the roads. If he doesn't build them, then where will we take that money? It will be stolen. So let Ruto build the roads. then we can question them later. And the other thing based with this Ruto's government, Ruto came from the previous government as the deputy president. From the time Ruto got into this government, compared to other governments, no major scandal had been mentioned in this Ruto's government. Everything we are talking about is the previous government, that Ruto played part of it. He was not the decision maker. If Ruto was thief at that time, the person who was to be blamed was Uhuru. So how comes Uhuru allowed the thief to become president? In Ruto's government, we haven't had any scandal. We are talking about SHA. I personally use SHA. It is